Sup my fellow gamers, hang on, my mic's over here, let me get it. So, sup my fellow gamers, again with Sean, and today, I kind of wanted to go over something that's a bit private, well, something that I figured we'd talk about, because, it's been a long time since I've done a video like this in a long time, so I figured we'd do it. So, I've got some updates that I'm going to share with y'all, because, y'all need to know what's going to be happening in the next couple of months, so, in the next couple of months, there's going to be a lot of changes going on. We're going to get, so, let's get, I guess we'll get right into certain things, and I'll probably put timestamps in the description, probably, maybe, I don't know. I'll put things so that way you can see what news we have coming up. So, the biggest elephant in the room is, what is this 5th year anniversary live stream that I have been talking about for ages, and have been hinting at for the last couple of weeks. So, if some of y'all don't know, if y'all have been watching since the beginning or been here since we started, the channel turns 5 years old in October. And, I was gonna kind of think, oh, we'll just make a random video, but, no, we're gonna do an official anniversary live stream. It's gonna be 5 hours long, 5.5, or maybe even 6 hours. I have no clue how long that stream will be. But we're gonna be on here playing Roblox, and a bunch of other games on the channel. We're just going to have fun. I've got Gran doing it. I've got Atlas doing it. My Daniel, one of the people who makes the trailers lately. Hoa, my cousin Gracie, is going to be helping out. My other friend Gracie, who actually is going to probably be watching it more than she is joining and being a part of it. But she'll be watching it for sure. And then Kayo's returning again. So, it's like, we got so many things that are happening. And, we're almost at 230 subs right now. And we've made up to 1,000 videos on YouTube. 1,000 videos since we started 5 years ago. And we make a lot of videos, every day. But back then, I was busting out 5 videos a day. And they were not good quality. Because I didn't focus on the quality aspect back in the day as I do now. And, ever since we started the records in 2020 in January, We've been deciding. I've posted over 53 albums on my own, and with a new one coming out this Friday. So it's been a lot to take in lately because I know how much the channel has changed, and a bunch of other things that have been going on. There's some more stuff that's been also happening behind the scenes and stuff. The channel is. I mainly am here to address the future of the channel after the live stream is finished. Because that's the biggest thing everyone wants to know, is if the live stream will be the last thing I'll ever do on YouTube as a whole. It will not be the last thing I do, but it will be the last major stream I do for a very long time. Because there's no stream that is bigger than this 5th year anniversary live stream. And it's a big, big stream. With so much things happening, we're doing so many new things. Because, we've got a giant, it's going to be long. It's going to be full of different games. It's going to be full of different things. And it's like, I've been doing this for 5 years, so it's like, how is this going to be different from your other live streams you did in the past? With the other live streams, it was just me having fun, but this one has a meaning behind it, because this is the 5th year anniversary of the channel, which most of y'all who have been here since the very start back in 2018 have known that the channel has definitely evolved over time. And as before we also continue, you can see I'm not at my house right now recording this. I'm at my dad's house recording and everything else. So I figured we'd get down to the nitty-gritty and the points here that I'm going to try to make. So, YouTube's been a bit stressful to make lately. To explain this, now we're going to go into more topics of my breaks and why I've been taking so many. The reason I've been taking so many breaks is because I've been wanting to focus on me, and I have school I'm trying to finish, because I graduate in almost 2 years. A year and a half, technically, by the time you're watching this, probably. A year and a half until I graduate, and then I'm out on my own and making my own decisions. And that's the thing that everyone wants to know is, since you're a graduating student, what are you going to do after? What's going to happen to the channel when you finish? I don't know. I have no clue if the channel will even make it to that point, which I really think it will. I don't see, unless YouTube doesn't exist anymore, or my channel has something that happens to it, or something like that. I don't see the channel going anywhere anytime soon. And we've reached to so many different heights. Like, it's incredible how far we've really come. And, it's like nothing else happens quite like what happens on the streams, you know, because we've done streams, you know, a lot in the past, and you know, it's like I said, it's nothing like the other ones because it's a bigger deal, and you know, I've got a lot of things happening in my life as well. I've also just been focusing and spending time with my friends and my girlfriend and etc. And you know, it's like I want to focus on me. I want to focus and have my time. And I have a bunch of pets that I take care of too. So you know, it's like I've got to focus on the things that I want to do. You know, it's like I can't spend my entire life being on YouTube and ignoring everything else because I did do that for a brief point and it didn't go well mentally nor physically at the time when I did it. And I mean. But the next elephant in the room is what's going to happen for future album releases, because I've been not releasing as much music as I used to. Reason for that part right there, for the music releasing, is just, you know, it's the timing I've had when I wanted to do one. And I mean, I haven't been able to sit down and make a new record in a long time. And you were also probably wondering, like, you know, what was with the 2 choir records? Like, that was completely random and out of left field. Why'd you do that? I made those records thinking that, something new could happen and maybe we could try something new. The first record, Hope, did well, but the second record didn't do as well. Faith did not do as well. And then I'm coming back with, I finished the whole New World Order record, so you can go listen to the rest of that, because the rest of the album's been released. Though, I'm not considering it a new record, because I released it back all the way in October, or January, or March, or something. But now we have Back to the Woods, which is a new record that's coming out this Friday. And I mean, you look, I've already got 78 views on the first single that was released as of yesterday. It's crazy to think that this happened. And, you know, we've got another single coming out. By the time you're watching this, it'll probably already be out. But we got another single, The Prophecy, another guitar-based track will be released today. And I mean, but I don't know what's going to happen after this record, because to be fair, we've got a new live release coming out when the live stream happens, because we are playing a set on that live stream, so it'll be obviously recorded for a live release. But other than that, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen as far as music-wise. I'm hoping I could still make records. I'd love to make a new live record, and me and Isaiah have been even in the talks of recording a record together in the past, which we want to do. It's just, number one, our music is different, and we have a hard time combining ourselves together, because, you know, he's a different kind of artist than I am. I'll leave his Soundcloud in the description below so you can take a listen. But, you just listen to the music that we both have created, and we are both very different sounds, because he's more of a Megalovania and more faster tempo than I am, because, you know, I'm a metal musician and a dubstep musician, which is, I'm more known for the metal side of things now. And I mean, I've also made orchestra, I've made choir releases, and you know, he's not made all that like I have, which he always thinks I'm a way bigger artist than he is, which in my opinion, that's not fair, because you know, we're both even, because he makes music too. I don't just make music, he does too. He just hasn't made a full record like I have. But to be fair, I've asked him, and that's not something he's really interested to do, is not make a full-on record like I did. And because, you know, I've made 53 albums on my own, plus many more because I did live releases, I did compilation records, I've done studio albums, which I've done 33 studio records, and it's a whole thing. It's like, you make so much stuff, and, you know, it's like, you don't even take the time to think about what the future is going to hold, because, you know, nobody can predict what's going to happen when the live streams are done and what happens and etc. And you know, it's like I can't process things too easily, because it's like, I don't know what's going to happen when records are done. I don't know what's going to happen this, then, or the other. And you know, it's like, it's a whole thing. But hoping to release new content with him. I want to release new music a lot more than I do now. I don't release nearly as much as I did. I want to change that. It's just timing. Timing's not easy to do with records and stuff, because, you know, I work hard to make music and put things out for you guys. And it's like, I can't work continuously, because, you know, I'm a hard-working musician and I do a lot. So it's like, you know, I can't predict what's going to happen in the future. But we'll see what happens in the future. I wanted to come on here and say, just, you know, I wanted to say a few things. And it's like, I wanted to be sure that y'all get the point across, because I haven't given y'all my perspective, because the things I've been posting is what you've been getting. I haven't been uploading nearly as much during the school year last year as I am during the summer, because I don't have most of the time during the school year to do what I want. I don't have the time, and I don't have the effort to do what I want to do, unless it's a weekend and I'm doing what I stream. I'm playing games and everything else, and it's like, I want to do more, but, you know, it's like, I can't. But, I mean, just you take a second to realize that there was a point in time. I want to discuss another thing, which that's the next big elephant in the room, as well as I've been getting a lot of random things happening due to this channel. When I said I was retiring and we had the whole arrest thing, which I wasn't going to bring this up again because, you know, it happened then and I didn't want it to get brought up again. But, if for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in January of last year, you know, we had a whole thing happen. Oh, give me a second, guys. But, it was a whole thing, and I didn't really like... It started out as I was starting to stream, and my best friend, who's now my girlfriend now, my best friend at the time, when that happened, she got her name brought up, and, I'm not going to say who did this, because I don't want to give them the satisfaction of it, but we made a police report and everything else after the fact, because that footage you didn't get to see, because I was not going to record with the cop there, okay? There was a cop that showed up at my friend's house, which I was at Isaiah's house when this happened. And there's no footage of it, but the footage that I have when it happened on live stream, I still have. And I'm not going to release that at all, because I don't want to draw more attention to it. And I honestly forgot about it for a long time, until I remembered all of a sudden we've had some really weird things happen here. It was random when it happened, and it was the most horrible thing that's ever happened. We never have had something like that happen. And what makes me upset the most is the fact that I get some things like that still. Nothing compared to what happened then. Like, I don't get threats or anything like I got when that happened. I get more of weird looks and stuff now, which, I mean, you know, it's like, what was the whole point of that? I don't know. But, I mean, the whole thing... We didn't know what to do. I did have my backup at the time. You know, I had my my co-director kind of with me, because I consider Daniel more of my intermish type. You know, he's into what I do. And, you know, Gracie is going to be a new manager for the live stream stuff that happens in the future. Daniel's more of a watch guard, I would say, for the channel, as well as he makes amazing videos so I can upload on here. Because, you know, I edit my content, but he made the trailers and stuff for what you're going to be seeing, which I wanted to mention the stream will be taking place hopefully October 27th without anything changing, because I don't know if it'll change. I don't know what plans are going to happen between now and then. Hopefully we can keep the date, but if we do reschedule, I will give more announcements on everything else. Yeah, I wanted to bring some stuff up that's happened in the last few days and just clear some things out, because, you know, I realized I haven't been out doing much like I want to be, which, believe me, it really does suck when you want to do more, because, you know, we started new things. I have Minecraft going on the channel now, which is new. Well, not new, because I did it once, and I've live streamed it for about an hour or two back in 2021. But I'm looking back at things. You know, we don't have long until... You may think that October's far away, but it's really going to get here really fast, and that's not enough time to sit here and think, because, you know, things can happen very quickly. So, I wanted to jump on here and just say a few things. But like I said, new record comes out this Friday. You can finish listening to the New World Order record that's finally been released in its entirety, because there were tracks that were not released, and I don't know why I didn't release them. And some of the tracks off that record were on a different record. Some of the tracks were recycled for Hope. So that's an interesting fact if you want to go listen to that. 2 tracks off the record were released for Hope. Those being Scarborough Fair and The Fires of Ancient Cosmic Destiny. And all that, some of that stuff was released with that record instead of this one. And, but yeah, you can listen. There's 2 tracks that I had released. The Parchment and the Havimal song that I released, which are big hits still, and the new song Edge of Thorns has almost 85 views, as of now, and I mean, it's like, holy crap, that song is big, so we might even just have to play that song on the stream, which, that's not a bad idea, because it's a good song, and I love it a lot, because it was an amazing song to make. It was fun. I will give more updates to what happens in the future. I don't know what all can happen, or what will happen, but all I know is there's confirmations from a bunch of the YouTube buddies that are going to be coming back, some returns are going to be back, some new collaborations will even be starting. It's going to be a whole big thing, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it, and I just can't wait to see y'all there, you know. I hope y'all have fun, and we have fun, you know. So, yeah. I just want to come on here, say a few things. I know this video is kind of probably long. I don't know how long we were recording for, but, I mean, yeah, almost 15 minutes, so I'm going to let y'all go. But yeah, just like I said, new things will be happening soon, and I will share more when I know. So, see you guys.